My name is Saleh Hayat and topic of my research is relationship between Mughal emperors and the Chishti Sufis. My study explicitly examined the Chishti's aggression toward Mughal empire neutralized gradually and proved favorable for the Mughal rule on the Indian land. The relationship between Mughal emperors and the Chishti Sufis were spiritual cum political. My study examined the complexity of the respectful relation between Sufis and the Mughal emperors with the help of different primary and the secondary sources. The association, which started as a spiritual guidance and a path toward goal, led the Mughal emperors to their rule's end. Akbar had a very complicated relationship with the Sheikh Salim Chishti, and he used that relationship very effectively to justify his action or decision to making Fatehpur Sikri as his capital. Due to existing tension between Delhi and Agra, it doesn't matter whether you are a king or a common man, you must have some justification or logic for your decision or your actions. And at that time, Akbar's relationship with Sheikh provided the valid justification for his new capital. The association, which initially seems spiritual, eventually led the Chishtiya order to its disintegration and the inactiveness. It feels bizarre and at the same time feels reasonable when we observe the continuous change in the personality of the Akbar. Furthermore, my study highlights the Mughals' patronage to the Chishti shrines and how that patronage proved favorable for their dynasty and rule. The process of patronizing the Chishti shrines was predominantly to control the subjects, because Mughal emperors had realized that the departed souls could not challenge their authority or could produce less trouble in comparison to the living saints. So they freed the shrines from the regular duties, and beside these they also bestowed the further lands and the revenue to the khadims of the shrines. In response, shrines had to pledge their loyalty to the ruling dynasty and pray for their prosperity. Royal ladies also played an important role in the patronization of the shrines, and which gave them privileges over the other ladies, because in Chishtiya custom, women are not allowed to enter the saint's tomb. My study gives a brief account of Mughal emperors pilgrim to the shrine of Ajmer and how they populated the tomb's cult. I would have given a brief account of custodian of Ajmer Sharif, Sheikh Hussain Ajmeri, who was accused with the charges of the embezzlement and the treason, and also generated the opportunity for Akbar to minimize the position of Sajjada Nashin for once and all. And later three emperors maintained that tradition of the appointment of the Sajjada of Ajmer. Furthermore, my study examined the Chishtiya culture was a popular culture, and under the influence of the Mughal patronage became the pseudo-popular culture. The Mughal institutionalized the Chishtiya culture, various rituals and the setting of the shrine still have the pure impression of Mughal culture. To conclude my research paper, I have given a brief account of Sheikh Abdul Rahman Chishti, one of the prominent hagiographer of the Chishtiya order of Mughal times.